Also coming up on the show, Ghana picks a dark part of its past to improve its future. Let's kick off today's show in Ghana. The country has declared 2019 the year of return. This is in commemoration of 400 years since the first African slaves were forcefully taken abroad. Ghana at the time was a major hub in the transatlantic slave trade. It saw an estimated 77 million African people shipped off to the Caribbean as well as the Americas. But now, as part of its Year of Return campaign, Accra is making a considerable effort to convince Africans in the diaspora to visit, to invest, or even settle permanently in the country. Well, let's examine the importance of Ghana's year of return to its economy. We're joined by Cgtn correspondent Nabil Ahmed Rufai. He joins us in Accra. Nabil, great to have you on the show. Now, Ghana announced, as we mentioned, 2019 will be the year of return. Last month, we saw the third edition of the Ghana Diaspora Celebration and the Homecoming Summit. Give us a sense of how this cultural event has become a force for economic development for Ghana.
Thank you very much, Uche. So indeed, last year, 2018, Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo declared the year 2019 as the year of return, looking to bring Africans from the diaspora returning to Ghana and also other parts of the continent. Now, tourism plays a major role in Ghana's economy. So it contributes to about 6.2% of the GDP as of 2017. So with this year of return, a lot of African Americans have been coming into the country. We've seen other people from Europe, also Africans coming back to explore the tourism sectors here. We have a lot of tourist attractions here. So when they come to Ghana, they are able to visit the tourist sites, and this in turn contributes to the country's economy. Aside the tourism sector, we've also seen a boost in the hospitality industry. Of course, when they come down, we see them visiting, lodging at the hotels. Also, the catering services are able to also have a share of the cake when these tourists come down to Ghana as part of this year of return. Indeed, from January this year, we've seen some African-American Hollywood stars coming in. We've seen business people, we've seen career people coming down to take part of this year of return. Now, aside the hospitality industry as well, we've seen a boost in trade, because when they come, they are also able to buy made in Ghana products. They are also able to buy souvenirs, which in turn goes a long way to impact on Ghana's economy.
Well, Nabil, has Ghana seen this event attracting skilled Africans in the diaspora back home? Of course, taking into account the fact that Africa has seen quite a lot of brain drain.
Yes, this was the main center for discussion during a summit held last month, which sought to bring a lot of these skilled Africans from America and Europe to come down to Ghana to explore the opportunities available to them. Now, they are looking at how the environment will be made favorable for them to thrive. Now, here in Ghana, the government has instituted a policy where when you set up a business, you are going to have some tax exemptions for at least 5 years, seeking to encourage a lot of these skilled people to come down to Ghana to establish business, as well as also share the skills that they've gained abroad.
Now, of course, Nabil, the event has also spurred advocacy for the protection and preservation of Ghana's many slave routes and, of course, the almost 30 historic slave forts and castles that are situated along Ghana's coast. Has this resulted in the resources needed to maintain these historical sites going forward?
Uche, not entirely at the moment, but we are seeing some huge commitment on the part of governments and the Ghana Tourism Authority under the auspices of the Ministry of Tourism and Culture and Creative Arts. They are looking to make a lot of these tourist centers here in Ghana. Talk of the Cape Coast Castle, the Elmina Castle, and also some beautiful tourist centers in the northern parts of the country, very attractive for tourism. We've seen also improvements being made on Ghana's former seat of government, which is the Osu Castle, is undergoing some renovation, all geared towards serving as a museum in the future to serve as one of the major tourist centers for Ghana. But we are not certain if indeed they are raking in the necessary revenue they need to give all these major tourist centers we have here in Ghana a major facelift that would engender or boost tourism in the country, Uche.
Well, many thanks for that update, Nabil. That was Nabil Ahmed Rufai joining us there in Accra.